Welcome to the Social Plunge.
Your blueprint for plumbing and HVAC businesses' social media optimization. With your marketing masterminds, Stephen and Michelle.
Welcome back, listeners, to this next episode of the Social Plunge. Today, we're going to be talking about Facebook Business Manager, which is a fabulous new tool for you guys out there who maybe have a big team or have multiple pages on Facebook that you're trying to handle all at once. Last episode, we discussed the importance of finding great employees through Facebook and how it can be a really valuable tool, especially for the plumbing and HVAC industry in that respect. Today, we're going to talk about team management again in a sort of way. Business Manager is primarily, above all else, a great tool for managing your team. Before we get into the benefits of Business Manager and how it can really aid your business tremendously, we have our first news flash. Take it away, Steve.
So in this week's news flash, we have a Facebook Messenger app update. Facebook today, or actually this week, rolled out a new virtual assistant called M. Inside its Messenger, limited users only in the Bay Area. This is I would say a beta version of this Facebook Messenger app. But M is powered by both artificial intelligence, I know that sounds very intense and scary, and Facebook employees as well to enable users to ask questions, complete tasks, such as reservations, ordering, or discovering new places to venture in your area. Now you're probably asking, well, I'm a plumber and HVAC company, how is this going to help me? Really, really easily. Within Facebook Messenger, your customers can actually book a scheduled service through Facebook Messenger if this starts to roll out for businesses and companies and the business pages. Now, I think this is going to be a huge benefit to Facebook. Then again, I feel that Apple is slowly moving into Facebook, it seems.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it sounds a lot like Siri on steroids, this
right,
new
right? That's what I'm saying.
Program. But I think that the advantage that Facebook has over Apple is that, people use it for information. I think Apple, at the end of the day, is going to be mainly for the hardware that the information is given on. Of course. But yeah, it's interesting to see these technologies merging.
I feel like this is, like I said, this is a beta version. This is not complete. Michelle, this is not complete. I think they're going to continue to do tests. They're going to continue to see how people react to this specific app.
And for any of you lucky folks out there in the Silicon Valley or Bay Area, if you have access to this tool, we'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear your opinion about how it works for you and if it does at all and if it's any good for maybe booking appointments. It's great because Facebook is making so many attempts to really create a more organized format for users and businesses in general. And Business Manager is actually one of those things. As I mentioned earlier, Business Manager is really about team management, and it's about getting a lot of people to collaborate on your page in a safe and effective way that doesn't get you locked out of your account or create problems between different Facebook programs like Ads Manager or Power Editor or all of these other kind of separate features that Facebook had. Everything's in one place.
Yeah, everything's secure. We use Business Manager here at Plumbing and HVAC SEO, and it's a new tool for managing access to pages and ad accounts geared towards companies who need to give different permissions to lots of people. So, for instance, Business Manager is not for the person who has a personal Facebook account and just one Facebook page. Business Manager is for a large amount of employees that have different roles within Business Manager, such as an advertiser or an analyst. There's different things that you can do within Business Manager, and that's why it is becoming the new tool, the new asset to use for business to client communication. It just makes it easier for clients not get locked out of these accounts with their businesses.
And it also makes it easier for team members to access pages and different Facebook features from all across the country and all across the world. The greatest thing about Business Manager, at least for us, because we work with clients across the country, is that we can use our personal accounts to access all of the page features for each individual client. We don't necessarily have to have a special login to log in from our IP address to another client across the country and then have that potentially be an issue with Facebook and then have to deal with that through Facebook.
Exactly.
So it really makes it easier to collaborate in that way. And also, it's fabulous because if you have a team member who right now has access to your Facebook page because they post pictures, but then later on, isn't a right fit for your team or something happens and they get laid off, you don't want them to have access to your Facebook page. So you don't want them, and you don't want to have to change your login information every time that occurs. Instead, through Business Manager, you can actually just go in there and manually look at each person that has a role on the page, delete them, edit their role accordingly. And that really is what makes it so secure.
Yeah, it keeps the work separate. For instance, you can get access to pages and ad accounts. Ad accounts are the accounts that you would set up the budget, set up the campaign, without being friends with your coworkers on Facebook. For instance, when you want to become an admin on a specific page, you have to become friends with the owner or you have to like the page. In this instance, you literally they have their own specific employee sign-in login account. And I think that just makes a lot of things easier as far as, like I was saying, business to client communication.
Definitely. It's so much easier to contribute that way and to really take control of what's going on your page. And you'll notice that your page may have been forced into Business Manager, especially if you had what is called a gray account, which is pretty much just an account that was flagged by Facebook as having had multiple people using a single login. And Facebook rolled out the gray account so that more people can be in the same place all at once. Problem with it was that there's no way to track who does what on your page. So the great thing about Business Manager is, everyone logs in from their individual personal Facebook account and every change made to your page is accounted for. So every time somebody goes in there and decides to post a picture, you can see exactly who it was that perhaps made a mistake or who can get credit for a certain post that performed really well, for example.
And may we add, Business Manager is free. It's free. You don't have to pay for it. You don't have to, I know a lot of these different campaign structured platforms, they charge you a monthly subscription, but with Business Manager, it's free. It's absolutely free. So you don't have to worry about paying a monthly fee on top of your monthly budget for your specific campaign. We've been using Business Manager here at Plumbing and HVAC SEO for our clients. We use it for our Facebook, like we were saying in our last episode, for our Facebook employment recruiting. And it just works well because, like I said, it separates you from your client. I guess it just makes everything into one. The payments, the campaign, everything is just in one. It's not like you have to log into your client's personal Facebook page in order to get access to. Michelle, we did a lot of research on this. We looked into the help center. A lot of people ran into really bad situations where their accounts were getting locked and their ad accounts at that were being suspended due to fraudulent activity.
Definitely. Facebook really left and right was shutting down accounts for ads that were posted from different IP addresses or ads that were being paid for by a different person than the owner of the ad account, and so on and so forth. And a lot of these people just never even got an answer from Facebook. Facebook just flooded so many inboxes with notices of closed accounts. And this is really a great solution for anyone who doesn't want that. And nobody wants that. Nobody wants their ad account to suddenly be shut down without any explanation. Business Manager just makes it easy and simple and streamlined, and it can really having everything all in one place and having everyone all in one place just makes it all go by faster. If you have somebody working on your social media, if you want to work with us, for example, we don't need to have your business credit card information, and we know nobody likes to give that out.
That's personal information.
Yeah, it makes people uncomfortable to sort of have to do that in order to have an ad made by someone. And now with Business Manager, you can take control of your business and all of the personal information, the private information that goes into your business page and into your ads account. Have somebody as a partner sign up with your business page to make those ads using your credit card but not being able to see your information.
Right. Like you said, it just makes everything so much easier. And if you, like Michelle said, if you have a team or if you want to hire us as your social media gurus, we recommend Business Manager because it's just an easy streamline, like Michelle said, to benefit you when you want to set up those campaigns for your coupons, when you want to set up those campaigns for your recruiting of employment.
Yeah, and definitely be wary of, there are so many SEO and social media and advertising companies right now that aren't using Business Manager yet.
It's still new. It's still pretty new. Yeah.
And they're running into many issues and don't exactly know how to solve it because Business Manager, like we said, is still new and it hasn't really fully fleshed out yet. But
if you were to go, I think, and actually, if you were to go into your personal account, like I think every personal account gets an ads manager, but if you were to go into your personal account and go into your ads manager within your personal account, it gives you the little bar at the bottom if you want to upgrade. It gives you the capability of getting prompted to that. So I don't think they're rolling it out as far as like they're completely diminishing ads manager, but I think they're giving you the choice of if you have a big clientele of about 10 clients that you're running campaigns for, you're able to download Business Manager for those purposes.
Definitely. And I mean, even if you just have a few people on your team, you might want to consider it because it really is a much more organized way to do things. If you're the only one doing your ads and looking at your Facebook page, then maybe it's not for you.
Right. It's free.
Yeah, it is free. It is free, so you might as well give it a shot
because
it is just it's an organizational tool that's free and it's great. Just be careful about giving out your credit card information to social media and SEO companies that aren't using Business Manager. That's all I'm going to say because you could run into some serious issues with that, and that's why we personally have looked deep into it and realized that Business Manager was the tool to do this with.
It
so
really is.
If you're going to hire a company that isn't us,
ask them.
Make sure that they're not asking you for that kind of personal information, and then
your account will get locked if they try to log into your personal Facebook.
Yeah,
and try to run ads under your personal account. It will get locked. The IP address will come up as unknown, and it will get locked.
So that's all the time we have for today, folks. But please, we'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions at all, or comments, or you just want to stop and say hi, feel free to comment on Plumber SEO. Just share your thoughts.
We want to hear from you guys.
Yeah, we want to hear from you guys.
Experiences, problems, positives, negatives.
Definitely. And actually, we already have a bunch of people doing the same thing. They're asking questions, and we actually want to make our next episode dedicated to you guys, our audience, and your questions. We want to help solve your problems on social. So we're going to be here for that next episode. Make sure you ask us questions and see what it's all about.
Q&A, next episode. We really appreciate you guys listening to the Social Plunge. I'm Steve Sparacino.
And I'm Michelle Martin.
And please, like we said, go on your podcast app within your phone, subscribe to the Social Plunge, write reviews, and we appreciate you guys listening in.
Bye.